Good day, students. Welcome to lesson number two. And lesson number two is basically going to be about volcanoes. So basically, the first thing that you're going to learn about is the ring of fire. So that is basically the area where the most active or where you'll find the most volcanoes in the world. And then the ring of fire is situated in the Pacific Ocean. That is the area where the most volcanoes are located in this world. All right. And another thing that you must know, like about the location of volcanoes, remember what we talked about in lesson number one when we talked about the plates. So basically, the areas where the plates meet are the areas where mostly volcanoes are more likely to occur. The reason why they are more likely to occur there is because of those movement of the plates that happen there. Um, Either they're moving away from each other or they're moving towards each other. Whenever there's a gap where that molten rock that is in the mantle finds a gap to escape, it will erupt onto the land as a volcano. So let's dive into it. So the first thing that we need to know, like, why is it that volcanoes occur? So volcano is a sign that the earth crust is weak. When you say the earth crust is weak, it means there is a gap where that molten rock that is situated in the mantle find its way onto the land. So volcanic eruptions are one of the world's most powerful and destructive forces in the world. In the Earth's mantle, it is so hot that some rocks melt and becomes a thick flowing substance called magma. Eventually, that magma pushes through vents in the Earth's surface, and then when that magma gets to the surface of the Earth, it's now called lava. So, what is a vent? So, a vent is a hole in rocks through which magma flows. So, magma that is erupted is called lava. Lava can come to the surface as a gentle lava flow or as a violent explosion. In violent explosion, the magma blasts into the air and breaks apart into pieces that range from tiny particles of ash to house-sized boulders. So you can see that how big that boulder. If it's up to the size of your house, then you can see that it is a very big um, part of ash, and that is why sometimes the volcanoes can cause very massive destructions, and we call them volcanic bombs. In the last 200 years, 200,000 people have been killed by volcanoes. So now we're going to look at the different types of volcanoes. You have what you call an active volcano. So an active volcanoes are volcanoes that can erupt almost all the time, right? So it is like ready to erupt anytime. You have what you call dormant volcanoes. These volcanoes are resting. They have erupted in the past, but they are inactive for a while. And then extinct volcanoes are dead. They haven't erupted in many years, but still doesn't mean that they can't erupt at any time. The reason why they're called extinct is because they haven't shown any activity of wanting to erupt, but they have erupted in the past. Okay, another thing that you need to know is the structure of a volcano. So basically, we have what you call the magma chamber is shown in the diagram. The magma chamber is based in your mantle, right? And we have the main vent, that is the pipe that is followed by the magma as it is coming from the magma chamber. And we have what you call secondary vents. So secondary vents are vents that moves on the sides, right? Uh, and then at the top of the main vent, where the eruption takes place, after the eruption, there's what you call a crater, right? And then when the magma reaches the surface of the earth, we said it is called lava. Okay.